Seth, one more time.
You guys right over here, guys, over here, guys, over here, guys, up top, up top.
Good.
Next to him.
And then right over here in the middle, so.
You guys right in the middle real quick over here.
Gentlemen on your left side, gentlemen together.
And then guys back this way for me again. That's great.
You guys right over here.
And then right next to her, Seth.
Right up here, Seth. Right up
Seth, how
here.
about a thumbs up there? Thank you,
I have a limited repertoire.
Aziz, right here. Hold on. Come this way. Touch right there. Hold it. 1 second. Nice smile.
Awesome. Hold up for a few more.
This way. Big smiles, guys. This way.
And then guys right in the middle.
Right next door to him.
Nice smile. 1 second. Looking good.
Get your eyes right here. Thank you.
Adam, one more time.
And then a couple more.
Kristen, right up here for us. Kristen, over here.
And then right below. Kristen, right below.
And right up here, right next to you.
Guys over here.
And all the way to your right.
Right here. Nice smile. No, tilt your head down. Thank you.
And Alan, let's get that look right here. Hold up for just a couple more.
And then right below, in the middle, right below.
We can do it half. So when everyone leaves,
And right up here, second row. Right up here.
we can just do We're ready for your sound. Thank you.
Right down here. Thank you. Oh,
Get that right here.
do that right here on your left.
And then Kristen down here in the middle. Stay right there for me. Eyes right here. Eyes right.
And I'll get you right up here. And let's get in here. Head for me. Thank you so much. And then let's get the two of you right here. Great, thank you.
And then right next to her, right over here, guys.
Tim, look in here. Awesome. Hold up. Just a couple more.
And then Michael right next to her.
Michael, one more time, head down.
And then Michael right over here.
On the left side, left side.
And then right next to her, right in the middle, right below.
Sherry.
You guys right over here real quick, guys, over here.
I'm gonna get
Right
it.
over here real quick, over here real quick.
Excuse me, can you get some without the glasses? Is that possible? No?
Sorry, guys. We're good?
But I like when you're good.
Yeah, well, a couple more right here.
And then right next to her.
Well, one more time. Roll that shot, looking good.
Hold up for a couple more right there.
I heard something else. Yeah. Hey, Chris, just right over here. Oh, like later on.
Look at that beautiful smile. 1 second, right here.
So I thought the script was great. I thought the story was something I thought was very timely, and I had been talking to Aziz about it for years by the time we made it, like when he first thought of the idea. It's something, I mean, it was based, similar to an idea I think he pitched me literally like 15 years ago or something like that. So it's something that's been kicking around for a long time. Yeah. My character's a guy named Jeff, who's a very rich man, as our world has many of these days. And he's sort of like oblivious to the world's problems in a lot of ways, has sort of bought his way out of the common struggles that people face on a day-to-day basis, and he has his life switched with Arj, someone who is very in tune with the day-to-day struggles that people face, and all of a sudden, yeah, my guy goes from being like a very rich, comfortable guy to a very not rich guy who has to really find out how hard today's world is to just make a living, you know? I mean, the cast's so good. Like, I mean, he's obviously a very funny guy, someone I've worked with many times over the years, and Keanu, you know, is probably the star of one of the first comedies I was ever truly a fan of, in the form of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which I think came out when I was like 7 or 8 years old, and was honestly one of my first favorite movies, you know? And Parenthood was a movie I always really loved. And in our writing, a movie we would reference a lot, you know? And so he's someone I've always thought was unbelievably funny. And The Matrix and the John Wick movies, I mean, he makes some of the best movies out there, I think. Also, Keke Palmer's hilarious. She's so funny. Known her for a while. She's just a hysterical human being and a pleasure to work with. I'd say it's about what money does in relation to one's happiness and what no money can do in relation to one's happiness. Yeah. I mean, I think to me, just like if a movie's really funny, then it's earned its way into a theater. And I think there's no better way to watch comedy than in a room full of other people. And for me, some of my greatest memories in theaters have been in comedies that are really funny. And so I think the movie's actually funny. So I think it for sure is something that it's better to see in a room full of people. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I remember turning to Aziz while we were making the movie and was like, if this makes people who can afford it tip their Uber driver or their DoorDasher just a little bit more, or maybe a lot more, then that would be good. I was already a pretty good tipper. I started tipping even more after this movie.
It's amazing to make a theatrical movie that's a comedy in 2025. I mean, we couldn't be more excited. It's been in development for a while. Aziz and I have been talking about this movie for so long, and then between the strike and then Keanu hurting his knee and then all these things along the way, but the movie's done. We're so excited for people to see it, and we're really proud of it. Well, it's an extremely timely movie, but it's also extremely fun and entertaining. So we really want people to have a good time when they come see the movie in theaters, but also, it's really relevant to what's going on everywhere today. And so obviously Aziz and I go way back. We worked together on Parks and Rec, on Master of None, so we really have sort of an understanding of what it's like to work with each other, and this was no exception. Yeah, I'm not sure there's anyone with a higher approval rating than Keanu, Seth, Aziz, Sandra, Keke. I mean, it's hard to get better than that. So, well, I mean, going one by one, I think so many of these actors have essentially universal approval ratings. But I think one thing they have in common is that they're super funny, but they can also act. And they can carry the dramatic parts of the film and the parts that, need a little bit more emotional resonance. And of course, Keanu's a legend. Keanu, A Matrix, Speed, Bill and Ted. These are movies that, honestly, Aziz, Seth, and I watched when we were growing up. And so, to have him come into our sort of arena and work with us was an incredible privilege, and we hope people love him in this movie. He steals the film in such an amazing way. Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of class issues in America right now. So it's something that I think, it's good to assess and good to address in, works of art and creative works. So I think that was really relevant. That's something that Aziz and I have, tried to do a lot in the stuff we've done over the years. So, well, we don't want to be didactic and tell them what to think, but certainly, at the very least, have some empathy and put yourself in other people's shoes. Very basic. Good Fortune is a good time at the movies, and Keanu Reeves is an angel. Come see it.
It's a huge excitement. We worked really hard on this movie over a year ago, and it's such a long journey to get a movie into theaters, let alone a comedy. So the fact that it's finally out, people are able to see it, especially here in LA, where we shot the movie with an LA crew. It's, I'd like to call it an LA movie, so I'm pumped for people, LA and worldwide, to finally see it. As a creative and as a fan of films, yearn for comedy, and especially big theatrical comedy, and big theatrical comedy that thrives with a live audience. So that was kind of my main goal and one of the main reasons I really embraced this project. It's one of those things where as you're making the film and the cast comes together, the voices of the characters come alive. And I think the good fortune of this movie was the casting, and we were able to get kind of the perfect people to embody these roles. Keanu, Sandra Oh, Seth, Aziz. It's awesome. It's a movie about two guys in Los Angeles. One's doing great, one's doing bad, and then an angel comes and flips their life around, and hijinks ensue. I think, unfortunately, we're living in unprecedented times. We're here in Los Angeles, here in America, and, various places across the world. We're seeing a disgusting level of economic disparity. The smaller groups of people are thriving and larger groups of people are suffering. And, I think this kind of classic story that goes back to, Dickensian times is even more relevant today. I just want them to go and sit in the movie theater for 90 minutes and laugh and kind of forget about stuff, but then at the end kind of remember that even these kind of harsh realities we live in, that there's still hope to be found.
I don't know. I just kind of had the idea of these two guys, and then they're an angel coming and doing this, and then that twist, and the script kind of evolved from there. Well, Seth came on first, and then we brought on Keanu, and then Keke, and then Sandra, and these were all like my people that I had in my head when I was writing the film. So I kind of lucked up and got my dream cast. Well, it was something I was comfortable with because I did that on my show, Master Nun, and so it was something I was comfortable with, and I was excited to get back to it. Me and Seth talked about that, and there's something streamlined. It's just kind of like, it's kind of going from A to E. You know what I mean? Seth and I always talked about having this film play in theaters, and it's just such a communal experience of being in theater with your friends and laughing, and it's something that's kind of gone away after COVID and everything, and even a little bit before. There's just been less comedies that come out in theater, so I hope people go to this and they see it with their friends and they have a great time, and it kind of reminds them of those good times, and that we get more of those. I think it's because it's all around us and everybody sees it, and the challenge was to do it in a way that was really entertaining and fun. I hope they have a great time, and I hope they see it in a theater packed and remember that experience of going to the movies and seeing comedies and sharing that experience. I don't know. I mean, some of them were people that were in my head when I was writing it, and other people like Keanu I met and was like, whoa, this would be amazing, and it just worked out.
It was kind of interesting. The casting call came in, and I was like, what is this, And I guess they were like, yeah, you play yourself. And so it was kind of interesting, like playing myself. This is kind of my everyday, like real life. So it was pretty easy to do that. But it's like really special. I think, the guys and everybody really cares about watches in this film, and that's what I do. And for them to care about that and have the real watches in the film, I think was pretty special. And working with Aziz, he's been a friend for a really long time. There's kind of a hero watch in the film. I don't want to give too much away, but that watch kind of takes on a character in the film, and to be a part of that and to kind of spec it out was a really fun and interesting process. I think it's funny. It kind of reminds me of like classic comedy back in the day, which I think is something that's refreshing, as odd as that might sound. To have that be a part of kind of the world we live in today, I think is really special and important. So I think the fact that they were able to do that and put that together is something that's really cool, especially now.
Wow, I felt a blessing. It's a miracle for me, I didn't expect today happy to be. That's all, very excited. At the moment when I felt tired every day, when I work it early in the morning, late night, and I say, wow, this is my time for rest, for go to vacation. That's what I think of my first idea. I go on vacation with my family, yes, and enjoy with my family too. Yes. Yes, I'm very excited, because we are thinking about we don't know nothing, but now I see we are a very important person.
Oh my God, it's finally here. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of our team. We had a great crew. We had the best crew in Hollywood on this. And it's so rewarding that there's so many people that worked really hard on it and they get to see it up in the big screen, and it'll be in theaters, and there's no better feeling than that. Yeah, I mean, no one beats Keanu. I mean, let's talk about how Canadian the cast is. But no, I think Keanu hasn't had that funny moment like eating chicken nuggets for the first time in a long time for audiences. So I think that is like the perfect tone for what we need in this 2025. And Seth always delivers. I mean, come on, like he's the man. And then you have Aziz, who's just like, I mean, it's so fun behind the scenes, in front of the camera. He's like the funniest person on set constantly, and it's so fun that his personality is shown through all these different roles, and we're able to kind of see just how special this movie has become, She's a legend in this movie. It's another iconic performance for Keke, and she's a joy to have on set and to work with. So we're so lucky. A whole lot of hee-hee, ha-ha. Come enjoy, come laugh, come sit, bring your friends, and bring your family and your angels. I hope people think about the world around them and how they utilize the gig economy on their day-to-day, and how special and unique it is to live in a time where we can think and talk about these things.
No, I'm excited. I'm super happy. I haven't seen myself in it yet. I hear I kill it. And so I know what I did when we were acting, so we'll see how it all comes together. I play myself. So, yeah, we just got to see it. I'm part of his part of what's going on in his life before and after he gets blessed.
Dude, wait, that looks so fun. Wait, were you able to get rice?